Hello and welcome to episode 4 of Summoner Herald. A big apology to those of you who tuned into the losers bracket and got my pixelated face instead of an interview. Good news, the internet issues are solved and I'll be interviewed next week. Most of the stuff this episode is lineup changes, and these are big ones, scene-changing ones, tournament-defining ones. First on our list is CLG picking up an entirely new North American team whom they are titling CLG Black. The original team, to clear up confusion, will be titled CLG Optimus. There are a couple of names that may be familiar because they played on smaller teams, and they were picked up for a reason. I think that they'll be worth watching. Turns out I was wrong about the GESL. I thought that a lot of teams would be going to the offline DreamHack qualifiers, but it turns out that they want to go to the tournament that they were personally invited to. Derp. It looks like all 8 invited teams will be attending. The last 4 to be added were Team Dynamic, Absolute Legends, MTW, and CLG Black. I think that this will be a really good opportunity to see how CLG's new team fares against some better known ones. That being said, it's still happening the same weekend as DreamHack, which means the 2 streams will be competing for viewers. It's not like all the North American fans are going to naturally gravitate toward the GESL and all the European fans are going to gravitate toward DreamHack. That's just not how it works, not yet at least. Only time will really reveal how this will turn out. Almost all of the big teams are going to be in these 2 tournaments, so it really comes down to which one you'd rather watch. So it looks like AAA is getting driven into the ground even further. It was announced a couple of weeks ago that they lost their AP mid player MoMA, and now it looks like their bot lane is leaving as well. Both Yellowstar and N-Rated have left to join another team. Exactly what team this is still unknown, but both of them have cited the reason for their departure as being they felt they could not go much further with AAA. If that's not a slap in the face, I don't know what is. And even though this is big, there's still one that trumps it. Curse, CLG US, and Dignitas have done a huge member rotation. It starts with Crumbs, who's leaving Curse on good terms. The rest of the team wanted to get a gaming house, but Crumbs wanted to finish his university education, a decision I respect highly. So, he has moved to Dignitas to continue his professional gaming career, but will not have to give up his college education. He is moving from his role of jungler to solo top. In turn, Voyboy has left Dignitas to join CLG Optimus, pushing Hotshot GG into the jungle. To finish the rotation, St. Vicious has left CLG Optimus to fill the open spot in Team Curse. To be honest, a lot of this sounds a little fishy. The only person with a clear motivation to swap was Crumbs, so why did Voyboy and St. Vicious move? A cursory glance on any League of Legends forum will reveal that everyone has been speculating about it. Whatever the reason, however, there is one thing that is very clear from this. All of these teams are in a bad way. MLG Anaheim, Season 2, and the OGN Summer Season are all coming up very shortly, and now the teams have to get used to their new players. Oh yeah, did I mention that? OGN is holding its 2nd season this summer. CLG Prime and Dignitas will both be there, along with the 2 MIG teams, Navi, we.gigabyte, and clg.eu. So if you're sitting there scratching your head as to why these members would do this big swap, I'm right there with you. And that's it for this episode of Summoner Herald. For news about what I'm up to, and for updates on Summoner Herald, follow me on my Twitter at FourthOracle. And remember, this Tuesday I'll be interviewed on the losers bracket. For real this time. If for any reason you want to get in contact with me, my email is fourthoracle@vvv-gaming.com. I am open to do shoutcasting and voice acting. And I'll see you all next week. Hello. Oh no. CLG Prime and Dignitas will both be there alongside other teams.